Previously on Phantom Files. Maybe we could shine the flashlight on it. See if that helps.
5 unknown soldiers.
Oh, wow. In this little spot, 5 unknown soldiers. Seriously? Huh?
I heard, like, it was just, like, a hand in one of them. I don't know if that's true. Like, it was just, like, a piece. I don't know if that's true, though.
Sarah.
Oh, jeez. The app scared me.
Are you buried here, Sarah?
What was that?
What was that?
Was that you? Are we safe? Are we okay?
Are you among us? I'm glad I came. You got scared twice now.
Oh, swoop back a little bit. Right there. Okay, guess it's nothing. I could have swore I saw 2 red things staring at us like eyes.
Should we go over there? Should we go over there?
Glowing red eyes, and you go, ooh, shiny, and you go toward it.
That's why you brought me, right? Because
ghost or one thing. Yeah, ghost or one thing. Demons are another story.
There's something over there. Want me to go check it out? You could just tape me and.
Okay.
Can you? Will you be able to see me better if I carry this?
Spanish donkey.
Oh,
Spanish donkey.
It's a Spanish donkey? Well, now I must go. I must go see the Spanish donkey.
Lexington was established in 1822 and has a rich history drenched in war, tears, and pain. Lexington flourished in the 1830s and 1840s as a center for merchants, trappers, traders, and became profitable from the steamboat trade. However, on the darker side of history, Lexington was a stopping point along the trail of death. It was also the location of the Battle of Lexington and the center for Quantrell's raiders post-Civil War. The Trail of Death started in the autumn of 1838. The Potawatomi tribe was forcibly rounded up in Indiana and relocated to Kansas. The trail was 660 miles long and took 2 months to complete. 42 members of their tribe perished. Food was scarce. Harsh winter wind chilled them, and they endured diseases such as smallpox, cholera, and typhoid. Just 23 years after witnessing this brutal relocation of the Potawatomi tribe, Lexington would be scarred by the Civil War, bullet holes in houses, and cannonballs in buildings. Our story begins with Oliver Anderson, a hemp rope manufacturer who built the Anderson House in 1853. He was very prosperous for a while, until 1857, when he went bankrupt. He had to auction off all of his belongings, including his house, to pay off his debts. His sons purchased the house, allowing the Anderson family to continue residing there. The Union arrived in Lexington in July of 1861. Anderson was a strong advocate of slavery, so the Union commandeered his home when he refused to sign an oath of allegiance to the Union. The Union troops used the house as a field hospital throughout the war. The Anderson House changed hands 3 times on the first day of the Battle of Lexington, which took place September 18th through the 20th of 1861. The Missouri State Guard forced the Union defenders out of the house, Then the Union staged a countercharge to retake it, only to be defeated by the Missouri State Guard shortly after. During the brief reoccupation of the house, the Union shot 3 Missouri State Guard prisoners at the base of the grand staircase. Oliver Anderson also had a hemp bale warehouse behind the Anderson House next to the Missouri River. Under the command of Major General Sterling Price, the Missouri State Guard soaked the hemp bales overnight in the Missouri River and placed them on both sides of the Anderson House in rows and slowly rolled them toward the Union headquarters. The bales acted like shields. Bullets couldn't penetrate them, and the hot-shot cannon fire would sizzle out because the bales were wet. Which explains why the Battle of Lexington is also referred to as the Battle of Hemp Bales. The Union, under the command of Colonel James A. Mulligan, were outnumbered. They didn't have the firepower to hold back the Confederates. The Union surrendered on September 20th of 1861.
Hello everyone, welcome back to Phantom Files. Now, normally I have an outline of a script of what I want to say. I don't have one today. I sat down, I tried to write out a brief outline of what I wanted to say, and my mind just kept being scattered. So, I'm just gonna roll with it. So, in the last episode of Phantom Files, Carmen and I investigated the battlegrounds of Lexington, and we went around 3 times. The first time, you guys already saw it, shitty lighting. I complained about it throughout the entire video that it was shitty lighting. I also promised you guys that you would see the second time around when we used the thermal imaging camera. I will tell you that this thermal imaging camera is worth the $600. You can buy it off of Amazon. It is better than any FLIR that I've ever used. It is better than any thermal imaging, Seek thermal imaging camera that I bought and tried to use with an iPad. It's really easy to use. All you do is you hit the power button, you turn it on, then you tap on the record button. When you're done recording, you just press the record button again and it stops it. Very easy to use. Also, in today's episode, I'm also going to put the third round that we went around, but we just used our cell phones. Like, I wanted to see if the lighting was going to be any better, and it wasn't, but I'm still going to include it in today's episode. Also, I used the SLS camera, and because the lighting was so horrible, the app didn't work properly. Since the video is so short, I thought I'd show you real quick.
Is that it?
GhostTube SLS, or are you looking for the other app?
I'm just looking up at like ghost talking apps that are downloadable.
Yeah, I've got Spirit Talker. I did buy a new flashlight. A flashlight so bright that it would light up that entire battlefield as if it's daylight. I can't wait to test it out. Now, that being said, during the previous investigation,
And this is the moment when I knew that I had effed up. I was thinking about what happened during the investigation. At the same time, I was also thinking about the previous episode of Phantom Files, and either my brain or my mouth, or maybe both, just decided to smush those two thoughts together. This is what happens when I don't have a script.
yeah, I'm going to keep that wording in. During the previous investigation, we did not go near the Anderson house. Didn't even know where it was. Like, I knew it was close to the battlefield. I didn't know. I didn't know until I went back to Lexington to film some of the historical buildings. I wanted to show you guys the cannonball and the pillar of City Hall. So yeah, I went back. But as you get near the entrance of the battlefield, if you just take a sharp left and just keep going, you run into the Anderson house. I wish I would have known that while we investigated. I'm sitting here going, we might have not been able to go inside because we didn't sign up for that. But we could have walked around the house to see if we got any interaction. I did find it interesting while going through the history of Lexington, filming these locations. I went to Lexington twice. The first time around, I got City Hall, I got the pillar. I learned about the Trail of Death. Now, I knew about the Trail of Tears. Never heard of the Trail of Death. Didn't even know that Lexington was a stopping point for these natives and the hardships that they had to endure. I mean, man, I don't know how I would have felt or acted back then watching these horrific things play out. I'm not sure. I don't think I would have taken it well, and to be honest, I probably would have been an activist. To save these folks, I probably would have been an activist. I'm not one to be complacent, to just sit back. I would have gotten myself into trouble. That being said, so after I went to Lexington, filmed the City Hall, filmed the cannonball, found out about the Trail of Death, I went home and I watched somebody else's video of the battlefield of Lexington, also known the Battle of Hay Bales. I mean, who would have ever thought to soak those hay bales in the Missouri River overnight, make them completely saturated, roll them, push them up the hill, line them up with the house, and just keep moving toward the Union headquarters, using them like a shield, and them being so saturated, heavy, and thick that bullets couldn't penetrate them, and the cannon fire would just sizzle out once it made contact because they were just sopping wet. Wow. Like, I wouldn't have thought of that. So, after watching this other person's video, in fact, I'm going to try to link their video below because they actually got to film the interior of the house. The second time I went back to Lexington, I was hoping for a day tour. They're closed for the season, so I wasn't able to take a tour. But that's when I saw in her video, you actually see bullet holes in the house. In the side, the brick of the house, there's bullet holes from battle. And I was like, I have to go back. I have to film that. So that's why I went back down to Lexington to do another day of filming. So without further ado, this is the second round of Carmen and I walking through that battlefield. Once again, I wish I would have known that the Anderson house was just to our left. To our left. Jeez. Anyway, let's roll on into the clip.
In town?
Sorry guys, the app just said Windows smashed.
I have many regrets.
I have many regrets. Hello, new friends, kindness, and screaming. Those are the last few things that you guys missed. Look at that! That actually shows better than what the actual camera does. So
Yeah.
let's go.
Is this help or is this no?
I
Can you
don't.
see it?
I mean, for the most part, that looks pretty clear. I don't see your flashlight. Okay.
Does this help or not? Or do you need to
I don't think that's helping.
You want to save the battery on it?
Yeah. I can.
Put it in the backpack.
Permission.
Put it in the backpack.
Oh, what's wrong? You don't want to be hanging on to all this shit?
It feels better on my back. You can put all the goodies in the backpack. And I'd pack it around.
Hold on. I'm going to need you to hold this.
I'm just going to rewind that, slow it down, and hopefully you can tell me what you think it is in the comments below.
Awesome. Man, I can't believe how good this is turning out. Dang. So this thermal imaging camera, I bought for $600. And, oh no, that's good for a thermal. Very good for a thermal. One that actually works with this much clarity.
Terrified.
Terrified? Shouldn't be terrified. It's just us.
Sentient.
Sentient. Who is? I mean, who are you referring to?
Battle.
Yeah, Battle. Wow. I mean, look at that image.
What was that that just flew across the bug?
I think it was just a bug.
Can you come out of the woods? Are you in the woods? Are you hiding from us? Can you come out where we can see you? We're friendly.
Hi.
If I had a white flag, I'd wave a white flag. Tell me if you need the light on. See?
Well, so far, so good. Is anybody here?
It's not me.
Well, it's got to be you for you to say that it's not you. You got to be here saying that, right? And those were the trees, everybody. It still is the trees. Still are the trees that are just... The leaves are just going nuts, and
Fast.
there's no wind. Fast. Yeah, the leaves are going fast. Are you moving fast? I know.
I hike all the time, and I've never gone out in just like one random tree.
Right.
Can you tell us, like, what state you came from? Are you from Missouri? Did you come from another state up north? Or down south?
Do you like or hate the German immigrants that came to participate?
Charlotte.
Charlotte. Is your name Charlotte? Why are you here, Charlotte? Any message? Oh, that's weird. I pan over and all of a sudden the leaves stop. Okay, now they picked back up. I just thought it was weird.
And I mean, it seems like it goes down to like a holler, but I mean, so are these guys.
Right.
So, and so is that big tree. So it doesn't make any sense to me.
What do you need help with? Are you okay?
Doom.
Doom. I bet that's how it felt on this battlefield. Are you thankful the war is over? I think with this thermal we can go on that other trail too. Wasn't there two directions?
I think it just went around, didn't it?
Yeah, but I thought there was another trail going off that way. Feel. How do you feel? I am wondering if this camera will show you better than the other one. So will you stand in front of the camera? Patty.
A lot of women.
Yeah, why are there so many women on the battlefield? Are they nurses? Messengers? A virgin.
Well, it's neither one of us, so.
Alive.
3 times.
Hey, I almost twisted my ankle in that hole.
Father.
Grandfather. It's hard for me to see into this camera and walk at the same time. It's just so bright.
Does it help if I?
It might help because it's just such a stark difference between really bright screen versus compassion. So did a lot of the ladies here, like Amelia and Charlotte and Patty and Lily, were you on the battlefield showing the soldiers compassion? Making them feel better? How old are you?
Michael.
Hey, Michael. How old are you? Where are you from? You know, I really do wonder. You are loved. Aww.
You wonder.
About the Spanish donkey. Like, if I go into that museum and I start reading up on Spanish donkeys helping the soldiers.
I don't even know what a Spanish donkey is.
Well,
Maybe a burro? Would it be a burro?
yeah.
I mean, I'm sure they have burros out here, but I mean, why would you call it a Spanish donkey? Or a mule?
I don't know. I'll have to Google that old wise and knowledgeable Google.
Have to see how many women died out here too. I wonder if they have a number. See, I wonder how far like that goes back. Because they mow. So it goes back there.
I'm gonna start sinking into the ground again.
Inject.
No. I'm not big on any form of inject.
See, I'll be the guinea pig. I'm the guinea pig.
Believe it or not, I have more fear of ticks than what I do going, like, I have a fear of going off trail because I'm not a big bug person, especially with ticks.
I can see pretty good. I want you to fall though.
Oh, I'm good. It was a big gaping hole in the earth. Decides to open up right when I step down.
Yeah, be careful. Cause, yeah, it looks like you got a mole.
Some...
That goes clear back to there.
Is anybody over here? Hello? That's certainly going to tick off some neighbors. Hello? Man, I can see the water tower from way over here.
It keeps going back. Hey, when you put a little tent right back here.
Yeah.
David.
Hi, David. Is this where you are, David? Is this where you've been hiding?
Is this your campgrounds? Huh?
It steps. It looked like it went around those bushes.
Hold on. I wonder what that is. Well, move your...
Keep walking.
I don't know what that is. That dot.
Where would it be?
I don't know.
I'll walk. You just had surgery. Okay, you tell me whenever I'm getting close. So I need to go left or right.
Left. More left. Left. Still a little bit more left and in front. Now it should be pretty much in front of you, probably about, I don't know, a little bit more off to your left now. It was a living thing.
Sandra.
Oh, hey, Sandra. Did you see what it was?
I think it's a raccoon.
Okay.
He was looking at you probably.
I'm like, you crazy ladies.
A good spirit.
I hope we're surrounded by good spirits.
Oh, chunky. He's chunky. That was a bit of a little hill.
What's that thing? What's that thing in front of you? Next thing I know, crunch, crunch, crunch.
I'm sure they probably visit the hospital and
Oh,
very
yeah.
scared of people.
Yeah. I think the opening's over here.
Doctor.
Oh, is there a doctor on the field?
Does somebody need a doctor?
Is that why you asked for help? You need us to go get a doctor?
I'm amazed how quiet it is out here.
Yeah.
I'm happy for you to stay.
Well, thank you. This is where we saw
The eyes glowing.
this is where it said donkey. Spanish donkey.
Is there a donkey? Spanish donkey over there? Yeah. Are you gonna come out and say hello?
Come back again.
Thank you.
Oh, we probably will. Especially the more my stamina builds up.
Need to find a better camera that can record in the darkness. I'm not sure if I can find one, but dang.
I wonder if, like trail cams, because then you can just put them up on these posts that are around.
That's true.
And your cams aren't that expensive, and they turn on, you know. I think you can set them continuously.
This is my home.
It doesn't have to be your home. I mean, you can go back to your family. Unless you really love it here. Maybe it's more peaceful than what it is at home. I don't know.
What do you think if I laid down out there, and then you told them that I was injured, and I needed a medic?
Okay.
See what happens. I'm the guinea pig. I'll feed you.
Oh, she needs a medic.
My body is close by.
Body is close by. Well, her body's close by. Is there a medic? She needs help. Hello?
Hello, help me. Need help.
Medic?
What are those ladies' names?
Charlotte?
My time.
What did it say?
She says I'm taking my time.
Well, I'm dying. I'm dying. Don't take your time.
Charlotte, Patty, Lily, Amelia.
There's not a nurse out here that can help me.
Is there a nurse?
Let me rest.
You can. More time to rest. You guys are just lazy. I need
Rope torture.
They said rope torture. So instead of helping you,
You guys.
Footsteps.
footsteps.
That's what I want to hear. I want to hear footsteps coming to rescue me because I need help. I've been shot in my leg. No one cares.
Nah, they just want to rest. They're like, it's just a flesh wound.
They've had 100 and some years of rest. Crazy.
Ugh.
Not nice, Charlotte.
You know, I did have an Aunt Charlotte, and she would have given that kind of answer.
I'm from the 1700s.
Whoa. From the 1700s?
Well, then you've had a long time to rest. You should have come help me. By 1700 standards, I'm almost 45. That's ancient.
I still like that. I'm going to lay down. You call out for help.
I'm hoping I hear footsteps come up on me or something. No, didn't even care. I even thought that was a pretty good fall.
That was a good fall. That was a good plan.
Lazy. Thanks, you guys. I gave a great performance.
So if you're from the 1700s, what are you doing on Civil War battlefields that's 100 years later? Are you a settler? Are you Native American?
laughter.
Nah, I think it's just dogs barking in the background, unless you're laughing at us. Look at these two crazy ladies.
Performing.
It's probably why they didn't want to come help you. They knew you were fine.
I even fell on my keys.
Ouch.
Excuse me, something back here.
Yeah, I heard some type of jingle jingle. Hello?
Did you do that because you heard me say I fell on my keys? My keys are secured in my leggings. So, was not me.
There's something really cold in the distance.
There's more of us.
There's more of us. I don't know, I guess it's in their parking lot, huh?
I scare people.
Oh, well, you didn't scare us too much. Please, try to scare us. Boo! Actually, we found this area rather welcoming and rather nice.
Pumped out there. Yeah, I bet there's gonna be like noises out there.
So we get out here and just quiet. All right, I'm going to stop this.
What are your names?
Maven and Carmen.
I'm Carmen.
I don't know if the app will work with me having a camera on too. Probably not. Are you in the woods? Can the spirit talker still work with this? Can you say something?
Let me see if my spirit talker works.
Yeah.
All right.
Hello, hello. Anybody out there? Can you say something? Sorry, there was a bug on my hand. Probably one in my hair. Get out. Ugh. Hello? Is it your bedtime? You're tired of us walking around?
Or are we your entertainment for this evening?
Guys are awfully quiet now. Is everybody all right?
I'm having fun.
Okay. Woohoo! You said something. I'm glad you're having fun. So are we, actually. Can't believe we've been out here for almost 2 hours.
Nothing, you guys. You guys are talking. We can hear you, but we don't see you.
You gonna make fun of me of how many times I've been screaming out here in the woods? Yeah, I guess we were here and you're like, which way? And I guess it's just a big loop. I could have sworn that there was more than one trail.
Well, it looks like there's like a sign like way over there, but I don't know why they wouldn't connect, and have a trail unless they just put this as like a walking trail.
I'm surprised that there's not more trails than this loop. Like you want to know, you want to explore the battlegrounds, then and I'm not happy with this flashlight. This massive flashlight sucks.
I thought I'd bring my camp one, but I was like, oh no, she probably got a flashlight. I don't have my phone flashlight. Do you know what year it is?
Man, if that app is supposed to capture voices or create conversation,
It does nothing.
yeah.
Doing absolutely nothing. It's almost spooky time. Like, they should be doing stuff. And it's almost midnight. Should have brought some camping chairs out and just camped. Sit down. Listen. Everything came out like wood. You would think there would be like some residual stuff,
Right. Like apparitions, more gunfire sounds.
Hello? Your ghost app is way better. Unless they don't like talking to me at all. So who lives in in the house over there? Is that the groundskeeper guy?
Probably, but I have no clue. I'm not sure if Chris lives on any of the property. I think I'm going to turn this off for now and put the Spirit Talker back on. And I mean, granted, I won't be able to record video with this, but maybe we can have cool interaction.
What if I press record on just like my regular?
Yeah.
So to wrap up today's episode, I wanted to show you some bullets that the Confederates used and the Union used. A couple of years ago, I went to a Native American store and they actually had these for sale. And because I'm just a big history buff, like I'm not a big fanatic of the Civil War. The only reason why I've been talking a lot is because, well, the places I've been going to are really linked to the Civil War. I don't know why. Yes, there's other locations I want to go to. I want to go to the Glore Asylum. I want to go to the Beatty Mansion. Like there's other places I've got on my list to go. Now, that being said, I wanted to show you these bullets. I thought they were cool history. Also, I had mentioned in the intro that William C. Quantrell, after the Civil War passed out of Lexington, the Quantrell gang, led by William C. Quantrell, sounds like they almost terrorized Lexington, and that was their main hub. And his gang included Jesse James, Frank James. Now, why does this matter? Because during the Confederate cemetery investigation, June and I saw this white tombstone. Now, in my mind, I was like, I am not going near that tombstone. It is drawing me there. And you know what? I'm going to be rebellious and I'm not going to go over there. I'm not going to focus on that tombstone that's just screaming, come to me. Like, I was not going to give in to the pull. June, however, got pulled to this tombstone. She's leaning over the tombstone. She goes, I wonder who's buried here. Now, I blurted out and I said, William C. And you heard beep, William C. Quantrell. Famous outlaw. We were attracted to this tombstone of an outlaw out of everybody buried at that cemetery. No, our attention had to go there. Now, come to find out, William C. Quantrell is buried in 3 locations. I believe the first place he was buried, and I will list it here if I'm incorrect, was Louisville, Kentucky. And then his mom and his best friend, William Scott, went to Louisville, Kentucky to dig up his bones. Now, he was so decomposed, they only grabbed as many bones as what they could. Some of the bones actually are buried in Ohio, where his mom wanted him to be buried. But in the meantime, his best friend decided to sell his bones for profit. Sure, why not? Famous outlaw bones, you know. Here you go. So, in the cemetery plot where June and I were, supposedly, rumor has it that there's only like an arm and a leg bone at that grave. Supposedly. I don't even know if they did any DNA testing to confirm if it was his bones. But I did find it odd because I wanted to investigate it. I was bucking it, and I gave in when June's like, who was buried here? The app on my phone said Billy. Hello, William shortens to Bill, and you could call it Billy. And that's about the location where we caught that giggle. And then we went to the roster, and June says, didn't your app say Billy? Okay, Billy, what are you trying to tell us? Now, I swore up and down I would never go back to a cemetery to investigate. Way too much blurring out. But I might just go to his grave specifically, not film any other tombstones, and have an EVP session there. Just saying. Also, in the next video or a video soon to come, I would like to film asking ChatGPT questions. Like, does the Mandela effect exist? Does the government know about time travel? Let's talk about paranormal, supernatural things, cryptids, UFOs, you name it. Please interact with this video. If you have not subscribed, please subscribe. Please click that thumbs up. It helps with the algorithm. I would love to make it to 1,000 subscribers. I'd like to be paid for this so that I can hire a video editor. I know I suck at video editing and it takes me forever. And I would much rather get some of this stuff off of my plate so that I can drop more content. And I mean, some of the stuff on this channel I have caught is pretty crazy. Like that bright flash of light in the video called After Hours. There's this orb of light. Like, it is not like a floating orb. This is like a boom orb of light. Check it out. There's also there was a concrete opening 6 foot by 3 foot, and this whole shadow moves through it, pauses, and then moves on. That was not a human shadow. Something was big enough to block out that entire, sorry, the arm thing from the love seat came off. It was one of these things. Anyway, but that shadow was massive and it was not human. What about some of the EVPs that we caught, like the giggle during the Confederate cemetery, or when Kimmy and I went to the Sally house and you heard, "It's me." I mean, come on, help out my channel, please, please. So I do want to drop a video about ChatGPT. Remember, please put any questions you may have that you want me to ask GPT without getting me into too much trouble with the government, please, in the comments below. And I will be going through the footage from my friend's house that I investigated. I love all of you, and until next time.